Hey, wanna know a secret? Here's a fact about ants that might surprise you. Although we often think of them as simple insects, ants are actually some of the oldest and most intelligent social creatures on Earth. Their story began nearly 100 million years ago, long before humans or dinosaurs roamed the globe. In the age of the dinosaurs, ants were already here. But do you know how they evolved? Picture this. Around 130 million years ago, somewhere in what is now North America, a group of ancient wasp-like creatures made their way into an underground burrow. Maybe it was to escape a predator or to look for food. Whatever the reason, these wasps would never be the same again. As they ventured deeper into the darkness, natural selection began to work its magic. Over countless generations, these wasps evolved into a new species, developing characteristics that would become synonymous with ants. They grew a narrow waist, allowing them to navigate tight spaces with ease. Their front legs became powerful tools for digging, perfect for carving out tunnels and building their new homes. And their wings and flight muscles atrophied because who needs wings when you can dig? These adaptations marked the birth of the first ant. But why did they move underground? It turns out that being close to the ground was an advantage in those days. Most plants had not yet fully grown, leaving small arthropods like ants without enough food. But the soil was full of tasty treats like fungi, seeds, and dead animals. By moving in, ants could feast on all the underground goodness. This was a game changer for these early ants. And as they thrived in their subterranean homes, they developed amazing skills to help them survive. One of their greatest strengths was their ability to work together. Early ants lived in small groups, kind of like families, and they had to rely on each other to find food and defend their underground nests. This cooperation helped them overcome challenges that any one of them could not have handled alone. Imagine a group of ants working together to move a big crumb back to their nest. It might seem easy for us to do, but remember, each ant is super small. They can only carry tiny bits of food at a time. By cooperating and passing food from one to another, they can bring back big meals they couldn't manage on their own. That's the power of teamwork. But ants didn't stop there. They went on to create some of the most complex societies on the planet. Fast forward to today, and we have over 14,000 known species of ants, each with its own unique behavior. Take the weaver ant. For example, these ants build incredible nests high up in trees. You've seen those nests, right? They're made of leaves that the ants stitch together using silk produced by their larvae. Talk about a one-of-a-kind home! And then there's the army ant. These guys live in massive, nomadic swarms. Imagine an entire colony of ants constantly on the move, attacking anything in their path. These super stinger squads can number in the thousands. Now let's meet the harvester ants. They're the ultimate seed collectors, storing food for their colony mates during dry seasons. Oh, and let's not forget the fire ant. These little guys are known for their aggression and painful sting. But despite their differences, all ants share some amazing abilities. One of their coolest tricks is their sense of smell. Ants use their antennae to sniff out food, danger, and each other. They leave behind a special scent called a pheromone trail, which helps other ants find their way back to the nest. Pheromones are like secret messages that only ants can understand. They use them to do all sorts of things, like telling their nestmates that food is nearby, warning others of danger, or even marking their territory. It's like having a secret language. And ants don't just use pheromones to talk to each other. They also use them to leave messages for future generations. Some ants, like the leafcutter ant, leave a pheromone trail to show later ants where they cut their leaves. Other ants use pheromones to tell their babies where the food is. Ants are also super strong for their size. They can carry many times their own body weight. So next time you see an ant, remember that they are not just tiny insects. They are super creatures with a long history and a lot of amazing abilities. They're a living example of cooperation, resilience, and adaptation. And who knows what other secrets they might reveal if we take the time to understand them better. So keep exploring the world of ants. You never know what you might discover.